Hi everyone, my name's Charlie and I've helped over 150 people win their PIP claims and I received PIP myself. Today I'm going to go through everything about PIP and how you can win, obviously if you're entitled to it. This is my YouTube channel and this is an updated version of this video here, how to win. I did this video a year ago. I have learned so much since then. So I'd say even if you've watched this one, there's going to be a lot of new information in here, a lot of really helpful tips. Before we get into everything, I need you to remember that this is your life. It's your claim. You have to be comfortable with everything you do about it. So when you watch this video, if there's anything you don't agree with, just ignore me. It's completely your choice, okay? So who can claim PIP? You need to be over 16, obviously living in the UK. You need to have at least one condition that has really impacted your daily life for more than 3 months and will continue for at least another 9 months. There is a lot of misinformation out there about PIP. It doesn't matter what condition you have. It doesn't matter what medication you have. That is not what PIP is based on. PIP is based on how has your current daily life been impacted by your condition or conditions. So what if you were? That's fine. Again, it's not about anything other than how does your condition or conditions impact your daily life? What if your partner earns a lot of money? What if you earn a lot of money? It's not relevant. What if you drive? It's not relevant. What if you've got pets? It doesn't matter. What if you've got young children? It doesn't matter. If you are over the age of 16 and you have a condition that has lasted for more than 3 months, will last for more than 9 months, and your daily life has been significantly impacted, and I'll go through the level of impact later on in the video. If your life has been severely impacted, you're entitled to claim this funding. It was designed to keep us independent and to try and keep us in work. If you're at end of life, if you've been given, for example, 12 months to live, the DWP is stunning, and I mean stunning, but very quickly putting this funding into place for you. You don't go through assessments when you have that level of evidence. So if you are in that position, I'm so sorry, but this funding is available to you and you just need to call them and explain. PIP is split into 2 parts. So the first part is daily living, and then that's split into 10 activities: preparing food, eating and drinking, managing treatment, washing and bathing, using the toilet and incontinence, dressing and undressing, speaking to people and understanding, reading and understanding, mixing with other people, and budget decisions, money. The second part is mobility, which is planning and following a journey, and moving around, which is walking. So for each section, daily living and mobility, if you receive between 8 and 11 points, you're entitled to receive the standard level of funding. If you receive 12 or more points, you're entitled to enhanced funding. So this is the government site, and this is how much you could receive. So the lower rate, which is the 8 to 11 points, the higher rate is 12 plus points. PIP is tax-free. If you are entitled to PIP, which I'm going to go into more detail so you can figure this out, once you receive PIP, it is life-changing. For example, with the mobility section, you could then get a blue badge, which again is life-changing. There's funding in London for transport. There's funding for car tax. Depending on if you need care, you could then receive carer's allowance. But more so, I would say the 2 massive areas, blue badge, but the other 2 areas is it's the only way that I'm aware of in the UK where a government body will confirm the severity of our health issues, which when it comes to our mental health is massive, because most of us have invisible illnesses, which is a blessing and a curse. The other massive benefit of when you receive the PIP funding is it reduces how much we feel like a burden. It's like a weight off your shoulders. Without my PIP, my life wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't have been able to stay in my own home. PIP's the only funding I receive. If I hadn't had PIP, I would have lost everything and I would have had to claim every benefit there is out there. It is life-changing. It massively helps keep us in work if you are physically able to. It's currently May 2025, and the Labour government have put forward what I'm calling the 4-point rule, which means in the daily living part of PIP, if you do not receive 4 or more points in one of the 10 activities from 2026 for new claims and reviews, you will not receive the funding. Now, the Labour government are saying they're going to do this. It is not written in stone at this point. There are many people, activists, MPs, people like myself, trying to fight to get this stopped. Because if they implement this, there will be loss of life. It will force people into poverty. There's loads of us that will lose our jobs because we use the PIP funding for transport. So many of my clients use their PIP money to pay for transport to and from work because they can't drive, they can't use public transport, and they can't walk far enough. It will totally fuck up people's lives. So I'm just going to show you the petition. You go onto my channel, onto like the most recent video, and you go into the description here. You'll see the petition. We need 100,000 signatures and we need MPs on board. So there's a lot of MPs that are fighting for us, but we need to keep the pressure on. So it's simple: first name, surname, email. If you want to hear more, or if you don't, you can remain anonymous and just click to sign the petition. Then you get an email which you just need to confirm. That's it. And then to share, if you go to the bottom, you can just share on all of these. If you could do that, that'd be amazing. And then it's really important that we get our MPs on board, that we email our MPs. So if you could do that as well, that'd be great. I'm not going to go into more detail because I've got loads of videos on it. If you found that helpful and you want to apply for PIP, or you're going through the process, you can go to the channel and watch the whole video. It is broken down into sections so that you'll be able to click on the next bit, which is all about how they assess you. I hope this helped.